Alright guys, shorter one now, because we're in Psalms. Psalms is really short, as you can see. That's Psalms 1. This is in the Old Testament. What I was just reading, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, New Testament, that's when the Messiah comes. This is before the Messiah. At least based off my understanding, I'm probably butchering a lot of these words I've been saying, and what I'm saying, I don't even know. I don't know how accurate I'm being. I hope I am being accurate though. But here's Psalms 1. Oh, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with the mockers. But they delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on the day and night. They are like trees planted along the riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do. But not the wicked. They are worthless chaffs, scattered by the wind. They will be condemned in the time of judgment. Sinners will have no place among the godly. For the Lord watches over the path of the godly, but the path of the wicked leads to destruction. All right. That right there, to most that maybe don't follow God that much, probably sounds like God speaking of like a butthole. Like, why is he condemning me? Why is he being like, why wouldn't he want the best for me too? It's not that. So sin, a lot of people probably say it, you probably heard other people say it, like it will lead you down the wrong path. It's not gonna lead you to like a happy, fulfilled life. Grayson just texted me. Shout out Grayson. Love you, dog. He said you good. Cause I texted him. Okay. Yeah, so sin, you gotta be careful with sin. It will lead you down the wrong path. Again, I said it in the last video, you might think it's fulfilling something, it's not, and it could lead you to a grave sooner. God's path. So I have things highlighted. I highlighted, but they delight in the law of the Lord. Okay. I feel like I gotta give this spiel now. Maybe it's gonna be a long video. Not really. I feel as though a lot of people look at God as a book of rules that you cannot break. That's not what following God is truly about, in my opinion. It's about love, forgiveness, like I said. All God wants is a relationship with you, and that's it. That's all. Now, sinning is bad, but he will always forgive you. He sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die for us on the cross so that we don't pay that price for our sin. So I think that's what Christianity is about, just having a relationship with God. So what that might look like: reading the Bible, praying, there's probably more. I'm just dumb. That's what I do. But I didn't start by reading the Bible. I started with just praying every day. Just something short like, God, thank you for a good day. Thank you for the beautiful people in my life. Please keep me down the wrong path. I still say stuff like that. And I think it's also important to note, when you're praying, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just like talking to a friend. Like, I literally go like, God, say I'm having a bad day, I'll be like, God, today was low-key a crappy day, but thank you for this and this. Or I'll be like, this happened to me, which when you first get into it, it's gonna feel a little weird because you're like just talking to yourself. That's what it feels like. But even then, I still feel like you might feel a little bit better because you're just talking yourself through life. You're talking to yourself about like what's happened in your day. If something bad happened, you're talking through it with yourself. But you're not talking through it with yourself. You're talking about it with God. But if you're struggling with that God part and talking to him, look at it as, he was coughing, my dog. Just look at it as, I don't know, just talking through it in your mind. But yeah, just talk to God. I think praying is a great place to start. Something short, just like, God, thank you for this beautiful day. And don't be afraid to ask for things. You know, God wants you to ask. You might not always receive it because God's timing is perfect. He might like train you up to it. Like, there's a story I saw on TikTok. It was this kid prayed for an Xbox for Christmas, didn't get it, got a winter jacket instead. Well, guess what? Winter came, it was really cold. He's like, I'm really happy I had that winter jacket instead of the Xbox because I would have been freezing my booty off in the snow. So you gotta understand that God will give you what you want when the time is right. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen like that. So just be careful. What's in it? I highlighted prosper in all they do. Oh yeah. I I mean, I still struggle with faith. I still struggle with sin. I'm not perfect by any means. I am a sinner, just like everyone else in this world. There's only one non-sinner, and that was Jesus Christ. But I truly do think when you keep God at the center of your life, like you're more motivated and you're just more happy at the end of the day. I really do think he leads you to better things. I think he leads you to be more fulfilled. That's a true thing, true statement from me, Nathan. I know I'm just a guy, but like, just try it a little bit. I do think you might feel a little more fulfilled just talking to him a little bit at the end of the day. Or like staying away from one thing, maybe even staying away from something that you know is bad for you might make you feel a little bit better at the end of the day. I'm doing it really bad, and I'm good at explaining things. I know I'm butchering it, but yeah. So try to keep him like at the center of everything you do. It's hard. I struggle with it, and it's been 1.5 years for me. But yeah, just try. And then I have, for the Lord watches over the path of the godly. Okay, what does godly being look like? Just talking to him once a day. You're godly then. I mean, and then slowly you might start to do a little bit more and more. But just talk to him, I don't know. But he wants the best for you. And again, you might be going through a hard time, but like he's still there with you. And it's nice knowing that, It's nice knowing that he's watching over your path and like, hey, maybe I'm going through this bad thing so that I'm ready for this next thing. Like, I went through a bad relationship, but like through that, I learned how I want to be treated by a girl, and I learned how to like love myself, I guess, There's always something to learn from a bad situation. Don't think God abandoned you. He's still there. You can, and don't feel free to like, when you're praying, to yell at him, be like, dude, why are you putting me through this? What is the point? That is okay. He just wants to talk to you. He wants to hear all the bad things you have going on in your day and life. Just talk to him. That's it. That's all. I mean, I know it's easier said than done. It's weird. Praying can be weird. It feels weird sometimes, but I truly think it makes a difference. That's where I started, at least. Yeah. That was Psalms 1. That's it for today. What is today? Today is Friday, June 27th, I think. And it's like 7 p.m. here, I think. I don't know. But yeah. Thank you for listening. It wasn't too much shorter, but yeah. Got my dog, my other dog. And I'm sure most of you guys are just friends with me, so thanks for being my dogs too. Like these dogs. But yeah, thank you. Just shoot up a little prayer tonight, Just be like, God, thanks for today. And yeah, see y'all later.